Right now, the world is watching another geopolitical conflict unfold. Countries argue, leaders threaten each other, weapons move across borders. But behind every war, there is a deeper story. A story about power, fear, ego, and the human mind. I'm Sam Veron. And today we are not just talking about war, we are talking about why humanity keeps repeating it. So, part 1. Why wars start? Wars rarely start because people want violence. They start because leaders believe war will protect their power or security. Three psychological triggers usually start conflicts. First is fear. Fear of losing influence. Second is ego. Refusal to appear weak. And third, power. Desire to dominate a regime. When these emotions influence decision making, logic slowly disappears. Now, part 2 is who actually suffers. When two governments fight, millions of civilians suffer. People lose homes, jobs, safety, future stability. Children grow up in fear. Families leave their countries and entire economies collapse. War is rarely just about soldiers, it affects ordinary people the most. Now, part 3 is global impact. In today's world, war doesn't stay local. When conflict happens between powerful countries, it affects oil supply, global trade, food prices, and financial markets. Even countries thousands of kilometers away feel the impact. This shows how connected modern civilization has become. This shows how connected modern civilizations has become. Part 4 is War versus Agreement. War gives temporary victories, but agreements create long term stability. History shows that almost every major war ends the same way negotiations. So, part 4 is War versus Agreement. War gives temporary victories, but agreements create long term stability. History shows that almost every major war ends the same way negotiation after years of destruction. Leaders sit at a table and talk, which raises a powerful question. If negotiations are the final solution, why do wars start in the first place? There is another truth that humanity often forgets. War may prove strength, but it rarely solves the real problem. Every missile launched, every city destroyed, every life lost reminds us of the same lesson. The strongest victory in history has never been war. It has always been understanding. Now, part 5 is human nature. The uncomfortable truth is this: human often repeats the same mistakes because emotions can overpower logic. Fear makes power. Humanity often repeats the same mistakes because emotions can overpower logic. Fear makes people defensive. Pride makes leaders stubborn. And power makes compromise difficult. Understanding this psychology is important because it helps us recognize patterns in global conflicts. Wars are often remembered for their battles, but the real lessons are hidden in human behavior. When fear and pride dominate decision making, conflict becomes inevitable. But when wisdom and understanding lead the conversation, peace becomes possible. And Sam Warren, and sometimes the most powerful victory is avoiding the war entirely.